Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the set.
5, Mike 5. Here we go. Check 3, check.
Fair.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey. Kill. Back.
Get it.
Now a run with Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, nothing but room to run.
Undercrush. Let's go.
They'll drop the throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set. 10 Lobo.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Gone.
Check 50.
Blue draw Corkers.
Check. Whip.
Hey, Sam on. Now.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Rocket.
Now Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Hey, lock it. Hit it.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Check 3. Check.
Hey, Charlie.
55.
Go.
Looking to throw. Brought in over the middle by Graham. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
Okay, just like that. Just like that. Check 9, check 9. Check 26, check 26.
Look at me. Go. Ready?
On first down, it's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Check 31, check 31.
You're out. Shoot.
On the carry, it's Cook. There he goes left side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. Hey, wahoo. Hang two saw.
Stand situation, let's go.
Lead Rivers.
On first down, Starr. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. Well, you practice these situations. It's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Watch the safety creep. Check the backer, check the backer.
They start the drive with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively, because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
50, plant.
He's coming. I smell
Topper. Hard.
Check out, read. He's checking.
Hey, Delta.
Crash.
Go.
Motion. Check.
Get it.
Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down.
Leo.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Down, 30 base.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
Fair, fair.
Switch gears. Switch.
Gone, gone.
Switch it. Hatch it. Hatch it.
Hey, orbit. Yo, 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 go, go.
Kill.
Hey, Sam on.
Hey, turn it up.
Fire.
He'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Rock it. Hey, Haywood. Go.
2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here.
3rd and 15.
Here we go. 18 Gators.
6-0 our score after 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, team 6. Ready?
From the gun, Starr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Switch.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check three. Check, crunch.
Shoot.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
You got tight right there. Kill. Turn it up.
Big rip.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage just come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Ready? 10-2 saw.
Showing up.
X3. 218, chopper.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Look at me. Door.
Hey, watch it. Shift. Check hot route. Hot. Check 13.
Draw out.
Wide. Get wide. Rush in.
They'll run with Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to get...
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Exit.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
On 3rd down, Starr. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Mike 37. Tackles.
Protein spill.
Hey, alert 3. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Leo.
We got double up. Check. Check 52. Slam.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Set. 30 base.
Come on, D. Safe. Switch.
Go.
He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
49.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey.
Hey, check Mike. Watching your 5.
Gone. Smooth.
Check nickel.
Hey, Sam on.
Under 10.
Ready?
They're going to try and throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jared Davis. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Let's get it. Kill, kill, kill.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Rock it.
They'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You know, when you go through scouting reports, you go through everything. Height, weight, speed, the whole deal. They knew that they had a 4-inch height advantage there and tried to make a play on a 50-50 ball, didn't they?
Yeah, took the shot downfield. Hey, give them credit defensively. Maybe 4 inches shorter, but able to jostle it free.
Feisty.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, Zoom. Look at me. Go. Go! Get it!
They'll set up to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Go out!
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check three. Single.
22 jet bomber.
Sponge.
Look, squeeze. Hard. Hey, high 7. Now.
2nd and 10. It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
You ready?
1st and 10.
I got you. Kill. Check three. Deuce. Kill.
Back.
Now Cook running right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Leo!
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Under crunch.
Check 37. Check 37.
Check 50, check 50.
Shift.
Hit it.
Now a give right side. It's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13.
Next to score, Vikings 20.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try to go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Ready.
They'll run with Sanders, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Here comes Grant on the return. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Mike 29. Cut.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Check 31.
Hey, Sam off. Get it.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Rock it. Let's go.
They run it again with Cook. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go. 8 read.
Right there, 40's Mike. Here we go.
Hey, lock it.
Check the backer.
Bravo. Snap.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Ndamukong Suh able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Look at me. Go. You're out. Hey, Charlie.
40's Mike.
Yep.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check Mike 40. Here we go, D. Get up.
5.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Ndamukong Suh. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Gator.
Watch the curl. SOS.
Hey, wahoo. 80 weapon. Hit it.
On 1st down, Sanders. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Hey, Delta. 6-6. Bullet time.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Mike 59.
Pilot, 64, weak. Go.
Another run here with Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. He's checking. Crash. Hey, no, look at that. Hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, huh? Oh, you got D? 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Starr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Johnson was the intended receiver.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey,
To throw on 2nd down. Starr. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. All day, punk. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9". We got to get the...
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
To throw on 3rd down. Starr got him in. He finds Sanders. Well, Sanders has it poked free. And this belongs to the Vikings. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Look, squeeze it.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Switch gears. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Hatch it. Kill.
61, matchbox, lights. Go.
40's Mike.
Hey, exit.
Who that? Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike.
Now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Well, this is caught at the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kenny Moore. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. On 1st down, it's Cook. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 47 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Starr. Complete. It's Johnson. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Let's go.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now they toss out wide to Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Target. Look at me. Zipper.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another run with Sanders. Shifts past him at the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Smooth.
Throwing on 1st down. Starr. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit, in for the score. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Get it.
They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Kill.
Bam.
Turn up. Show it up.
Now.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Go. Yeah. Fight.
They'll set up a throw. And that's caught by Smith. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 stop.
So don't say nothing.
Hey, Sam off. Hit it.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Wide, get wide. Rush in. Check 99. Watch the edge.
Rock it.
Bang. Watch twist.
Hey, lock it. Ready?
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be...
Blue draw Corker.
Check 24. Check. Hey, alert 3.
Look at me. Door.
Hey, check 24. He's coming. We got double up. Check.
Shoot.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And the Lions will take over.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the 9, here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Sanders. And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Starr going up top. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 89 yards as they are able to cut into that lead. So the touchdown was big. This almost equally big as they'll try to get it to a one-score game with a two-point conversion. They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get two, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Defensively, they know the situation. They stack the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. And if they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. On 3rd down, it's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 40 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Let him know, let him know. Hey, Alpha, 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Now a play fake here on first down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
You don't want this.
Look, squeeze. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down. Starr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Check, 59. Right here, right here.
Go.
Mike's 59. Watch the run.
Dude.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Starr. He's going to let it flop. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Looking to throw on second down. Starr flushed out right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
We go set. 60 Pittsburgh.
59. I don't think you got it, son.
Hard.
Back to throw. Starr. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the back. Shoot. Alert 3. Kill.
Five.
Jim. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Check 4.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Minnesota, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Lions, things are kind of getting ugly as they drop to 1-7 now on the year. And